100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Get in the weight room, Alert! Hey, exit. Hey, Alabama.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. He was looking that time for Stills. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the
Spot.
45.
DC. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare. Check 52.
On 2nd down, Love. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Undercrush.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Philadelphia! T.J. Hawkinson His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Redskins 0. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sugar! Hey, 66.
Here's Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1. An NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. This one complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
You got tight right there. Sugar!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Quit talking about it. Out.
On first down, here's Love. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Evans, 47 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down now, it's Ingram. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Brady going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a first down throw. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Eagles 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady and finding the tight end Hooper. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Eagles 21, Redskins nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Alert! 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Brady now on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Alert!
Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, They said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
From the 44, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wait, 20! Rabbit!
So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets it to Humphreys. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Hey, goal 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
I got it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Go! 951! In your face. 51 for Mike.
On second and goal. Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, it's Love. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
76.
On third down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your wounds.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. 72.
Here's Brady to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Under 10. Check. Go.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Here we go, get off the field.
Out of the gun. Gone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Coming to you. Hey,
On second down, it's Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety creep. Slam.
Protein spill.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he works free. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, wahoo!
On first down, Brady. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. DC. Hey, Alpha. Check my 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Watch out. Four down. Watch the ship.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Wait, set. 380. Man, I got you. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Brady. He goes underneath to Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Regular. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Go Bandit!
Brady going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Louis. Hey,
On second and 12, Goff going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check pass. Check 24.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing now is Brady. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Brady now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Timmy Jernigan. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ric Flair.
Here's Love again. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Love. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the front line.